G'day guys, it's time to update you on the studio setup. A lot has changed since I started with my first tiny mic for voiceovers plugged directly into the computer. Now, my workstation has to serve several functions apart from being my normal trusty computer. It's where I manage all my social media, my communications, updating my website, both my acting site, maxbelmonte.com, and the twounemployedactors.com for the podcast. I also edit my show reel here as well, but today I want to focus on the podcast setup. But before we get into that, first of all, the arm behind me here is where I record my voiceovers. The Rode Procaster fits into the shock mount and goes into a cloud lifter for a gain boost into my Audient processor. And I covered that in a bit more detail in a previous clip, and I'll link it here in the top right if you want to check out my setup specific to voiceovers. So the way I set up for a podcast is to take my mic and pop it in a stand. It's just a bit easier for me because unlike voiceovers, I film each podcast. And this is an IKEA stand-up desk, so I generally power it up and stand as I host the podcast. You'll see another link in the top right to see the latest episode, number 36, to give you an idea of how it looks. The mic is connected directly into the Rodecaster deck. My headphones are connected to the deck also, and everything is recorded to an SD card in the deck. It records 30-minute audio files, but when I drag them into Premiere Pro, they automatically line up in the right order. So the deck does what it's meant to do, separate to the computer, so I don't have to worry about upgrading the computer to handle recording audio and camera feed live and all processing together. Everything is doing the job it's designed to do. I connect my phone using a TRRS cable because the audio is much better than Bluetooth. I'll take you through my settings. Really simple. Being a Rode mic, I just select the specific Rode mic, in this case, the Rodecaster Pro, and the deck adapts to suit this specific mic. I have some processors working except for reverb. Also, in the button area, I have the intro and outro to the show and any clips I want to play during the podcast, for example, any projects I was working on that I want to listen to.
To unemployed actor.
A normal show means we are at the table with both mics and headphones connected, and I just press record in the deck. But we're playing our part during the pandemic and staying at home, so that means the phone is connected for me to call Sam. Then we're talking to each other on the phone TRRS channel. So my workflow is this. I format the SD card, call Sam. I Skype him at the same time without audio so I can capture vision of Sam while I record myself on my webcam. Soon to be upgraded to this camera for better quality, just waiting on one piece of equipment for that. So I have multi-track recording activated in the deck, and I am currently recording this clip to the Rode Podcast deck. Sam and I can talk to each other over the phone while I am recording my voice onto its own channel, and Sam is recording his voice on his equipment. And once the show's over, I move into Adobe Premiere Pro. I drop Sam's audio that he has recorded and sent to me, my audio channel, the vision of Sam from Skype, and vision of me from my webcam. I then edit the vision so we sit side by side in the frame. Then in Adobe Audition, I compress the audio and normalize it to the same level. So you won't have to keep adjusting the volume as you listen to the podcast, and both Sam and I will be at the same level. I drop the intro and outro in after editing, some segue music as well, and then export it ready to upload to YouTube. Once that's done, I move the audio to Adobe Audition, where I mix it down to one high-quality mono WAV file to upload to the platform that hosts Two Unemployed Actors. That platform pushes the podcast automatically across all podcast platforms. Then I just move on to social to tell you all the latest episode is ready. So make sure you like and subscribe to the channel so you can get more behind the scenes info on Two Unemployed Actors. I'm Max, and you'll hear from me soon.